We're back again. This is video number 4 of 9, where I'm going to talk now about the Roland TB-3 and how you can chain patterns together, how you can copy your patterns and move them around where you like. So let's start with chaining patterns. I'm just going to select bank 5 pattern 1. It's already set up here, but you can select it by using these red buttons here, and they represent 1 to 8 within the bank. So if you're on bank 5 and you hit the 5th red bar, you're going to go to pattern 5, which is the space to build the pattern, or maybe the pattern already exists there and you're just accessing it. I'm going to go back to pattern number 1, press play. So that's what that sounds like. Now I've got pattern 2 here, bank 5 still. And I should also say you can use the value knob to select the pattern space that you want. But either is fine. So again, going back to these red bars, here's bank 5, pattern 1. Here's pattern 2 within that same bank. So now if I want to play both of these back to back, I can actually hold down the first one that I want to play and then slide into the second one that I want to play. Now both of them are going to play alternating back and forth over and over again. Whichever pattern is playing is going to be solid, and the flashing bar is what's queued up next. And same with on the LED screen, it's showing you the cue of what's going to be playing next instead of what's actually playing right now. But let's say I want to go from pattern 1 all the way over to pattern 5. I'm going to jump over, missing those other bars, so you can see that these are not flashing. So 1 and 5 are flashing. It's playing number 1. It's going to jump into 5. It's going to go back to 1 again. And you can jump up and down. You can also do a slide to play all 8 of these. In fact, I'll show you how you can just play them backwards. So here, sliding from top to bottom, it's going to start on the 8th bank and go all the way down to the 1st. And when it finishes the first loop, it'll just start playing the 8th again. Jumping back up here again. And the last thing I'll show you when it comes to chaining patterns is that you can jump from 1 going up and then going back down again. So now I've gone from 1 to 5 to 3. So you can change the order that you want to chain in within the single chain. So 1, 5, 3, and then back to 1 again. So now I've shown you how you can chain your patterns together, but you can also move your patterns around by copying them and then pasting them into another slot, and they're still going to remain in the space where you copied them from, but they will also appear now in a second space as well. And that could be useful for if you want to have 2 patterns that are almost identical but just slightly different. You can copy one, paste it somewhere else, and then just tweak it the way you want. Now you've got 2 different patterns that are similar but not exactly the same, and you didn't have to build both of them from scratch. You just built one from scratch and then copied it and made your alterations afterwards. So here's how you can do that. In pattern select, I'm on bank 5, pattern 1, so I'm going to copy pattern 1, which sounds like this, by the way, and I'll copy it to pattern 8, which sounds like this. So I'm going to hold down pattern select, select the pattern that I want to copy, which is number 1 here, and I'm going to copy it over to number 8. You can see it says copy and all of these are flashing, so I'll just select number 8, and that's it, it's done. So now number 8 sounds the same as number 1. Here's number 1, and here's number 8. They're the same. Now you can copy it as many times you want into as many spaces as you want. You can even copy into a different bank, although you have to do it a little bit blind, because I'll show you what I mean in a second. If I go back to bank 5 space 1, But let's go up to bank 6, space 2, for example, which sounds like this. And I'm going to copy my 5-1 into that space 6-2. So pattern select, holding that button, and touching the bank I want to copy, which is 5-1. And you can see it's flashing again. Now I'm going to use the value knob, and you'll see as I scroll over with the value knob, the space that remains solid is moving as I turn the value knob, and that's the space where the pattern is going to copy into. So now I've got to the end here, but I can't see where I am because of this word copy right here. So I have to remember that I'm on bank 5 and this is space number 8. If I keep going, I'm going to turn one more on the value knob, and you see it started over at the 1 again. But now I'm actually in bank 6, space 1, and you wouldn't know that because there's no way of seeing it, but it is true, you are in bank 6 now. So let's go up to the number 2, and I'll select that, and see when I select it, it says 6 space 2, so bank 6 pattern 2, which sounds like this, which is the same as this, because I've copied them. So you can actually copy from one bank to another. You just have to sort of keep track of where you are because you'll be doing it blind. But anyways, you can chain your patterns together, as many as you like within a bank, and you can copy patterns and move them anywhere you like on the TB-3. So that's it for now. Stay tuned for more videos. There's more coming up. It's conductorelectronic.com. Thanks a lot.